Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, few quick updates to you guys. First of all, we do have Alliance Wars Season 62 announcement, and basically the next season is going to be shorter. This Alliance War season cycle is going to last 5 weeks. We're going to have the 2 weeks of off season and 3 weeks of war, which means the total amount of wars is going to be 9 instead of regular 12. They also reduced the amount of required wars for the rewards, basically from 5 to 4. And that is just because the holiday period is coming up, really. It's because over the holidays, over December, over the New Year's, in past, there have been situations where you do literally have to do your Alliance War fights in like Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, and many people didn't like it, and it kind of seems like a reasonable time to kind of take a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a longer off-season in a sense. And there we go. So the next Alliance War season is going to be slightly shorter. Additionally, there are a few changes. Number one is node 16, that was the Aggression Fury node, and that is replaced with Blood in the Water, and that is just to make the Alliance War map slightly easier. Additionally, they have outright removed aggression nodes from the lower tiers and replaced them with Blood in the Water. In addition, they have also changed the node 49, which is the mini-boss node on the right side just before the boss. It is the Polka Dot Power, Brute Force, Stunning Reflection mini-boss. And now it will also include passive dots, just like in the Battlegrounds, the meta that's coming up. And it's kind of funny that in my today's war, it actually mattered, and it kind of would have made a difference on which champion I end up using, because I did have like Yelena there, and I had Onslaught and Werewolf by Night on my team. I ended up using Werewolf by Night against that Yelena, and the fight went fine. Werewolf is actually a very good Yelena counter, but obviously if the passive dots were working, you'd also be free to use Onslaught on that node, for example. And given how many passive dot effects we have in the game right now, I think it makes perfect sense. So I do like to see that. I was thinking they're gonna adjust the node where Spider-Woman has been an absolute menace, the mini-boss with the Power Snack and Power Sting node and debuff escalation one, but that one somehow remains unchanged. So honestly, I think that one node is bigger problematic kind of setup and placement than either one of these two, but sure. And when it comes to the bans for the next season, Blacklist is going to be Nico Minoru and Spider-Woman, and that's in the elite tiers. Nico Minoru, Okoye in the expert tier, and in challenge tier, Blacklist is going to be Mr. Sinister. Whitelist is going to be Frankencastle, Yelena, Baron Zemo, Night Rusher, Moleman, Patriot, Shang-Chi, Lumitrix, Spider-Man, Steelsuit, Blade, Mr. Knight, Black Cat, Solvark, and so on and so forth. So that is to do with the upcoming Alliance War season. Fair enough. No changes to the tactics or anything of the sort. But we also do have a hiccup with the Prestige Top 30 update. Because currently, in Alliance Quest and Alliance Raids, it actually still factored in Top 5 Champion Prestige over Top 30 Champion Prestige. And it was meant to change for this current Alliance Quest cycle. However, I know, shockingly, there seems to be a problem. For the first time in the history, the team has hit a technical snag during this week's migration of the Prestige 30 system into AQ. We have pinpointed the issue and have fixed already, but with AQ already underway, rolling it out now could disrupt scores. So to keep things fair and stable, Prestige 30 will launch next week, and will stick with the Prestige 5 for the remainder of this week. So there you go. So Prestige 30 update starts with the next week, when the Alliance, scores and placements will change quite significantly, in my opinion. Next month's Alliance Raids also, they're going to be swapping out some bosses. We know Gentle and Lumitrix haven't been fan favorites, and Anti-Venom was causing some players' games to crash, so we're going to be swapping this cycle's bosses out for a cycle from a raid month that only ran for 1 week. And more details will be shared closer to the raid event. But I think this is kind of fair. Anti-Venom, again, if it didn't cause your game to crash, I think it was a fine fight. Gentle, it was kind of cheeky and lazy for them to keep it, because they changed all the other bosses and kept Gentle in. And in my opinion, Lumitrix was just disastrously bad pick for the raid boss, because a ton of nodes just demanded that you punish the heavy or special attacks. And if you couldn't do that, well, then you couldn't do any damage. So it was kind of abysmally bad. Like Lumitrix, I joke you not, is like one of the worst champions they could have picked to be a raid boss, in my opinion, given how the nodes work. But I'm sure that it had nothing to do with the lack of testing. I am sure that it had nothing to do with lack of foresight. Honest mistake, probably. But those are kind of like the quick updates that we have currently gotten from Kabam. That's it for now, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all been